The honest answer is no. A mobile proxy does not stop bans by itself. What it does is remove the single most common reason platforms ban you. Get that part right and the rest is on you. Let me show you the difference. I run a hardware proxy farm in Singapore. Real SIMs on Singtel, M1 and StarHub. And I sell these and I am still going to tell you the truth. Because the people who think a proxy is a force field are exactly the people who get banned and then blame the proxy. Start with what a ban actually checks. When a platform decides whether to trust or ban an account, the IP is one signal out of several. It also looks at the device and its fingerprint, the behavior of the account's history, and the content it posts. A ban decision is all of those added up, not one switch. This is the whole reason just buy a proxy works for some people and fails for others. If your only problem was the IP, fixing the IP fixes everything. If you also have 4 other problems, fixing the IP fixes 1/5 of your situation. Same proxy, different outcome. So what does the proxy fix? The IP signal, and it fixes it well. A real Singapore carrier IP looks like a normal person on a normal phone. A data center IP looks like a server. And a cheap shared range often looks like a range that other people have already burned. Platforms weight the IP heavily, especially for new accounts with no history to lean on. So a clean mobile IP takes you from obviously not a real person to looks like a real local connection. That is a big jump, and for a lot of accounts it is the exact thing that was getting them flagged. Now what the proxy cannot fix. It cannot fix behavior. If you post like a bot, follow 1,000 accounts an hour, or blast identical messages, no IP saves you. Behavior is its own signal, and the platform reads it directly. It cannot fix a recycled device fingerprint, where 10 of your accounts all report the exact same device. It cannot fix logging 5 separate identities from one phone with no separation. And it cannot fix a brand new account doing the activity of a year-old one on day 1. These are not IP problems, so an IP fix does nothing for them. Given all that, it would be easy to undersell the IP. Do not. It is the fastest and cheapest signal to get wrong, and the one platforms lean on hardest before an account has any history at all. A new account has no posting record, no baseline, nothing for the platform to judge except how it connects and what device it is on. At that moment, the IP is doing a huge share of the work. A data center IP on a day 1 account is a near instant flag. A real mobile IP buys that young account the benefit of the doubt while it builds a history. So here is the setup that actually works. 3 legs, not 1. A clean mobile IP, 1 consistent identity per account, and human-paced behavior. Pull any 1 leg and the other 2 cannot carry it. The IP part means a real carrier address, and it means keeping the same sticky IP with the same account, rather than rotating the IP underneath a logged-in identity. Swapping the address mid-session makes one person look like 2, which is its own flag. The identity part means each account gets its own believable, separated context. The behavior part means acting at human speed, especially while an account is young. That is all 3 legs working together and none of them is optional. The most common way people waste a perfect IP is a clean mobile address on a fresh account doing aggressive day 1 activity. The IP is great and the account still gets flagged because the behavior screened automation before the IP could ever vouch for it. New accounts need to warm up slowly. Light activity that ramps over days so the history builds before the volume does. A real IP gives a young account room to breathe. It does not give it permission to act 1,000 days old on day 1. Let me be straight about the honest failure cases. 2 things will get you banned on any proxy, mine included. First, your own behavior, which no IP can launder. Second, a cheap shared mobile IP that other users already burned before it reached you, which is exactly why getting a real reputable carrier IP matters in the first place. So here is the realistic promise. A real mobile IP plus sane operation dramatically lowers your ban rate. That is risk reduction, not immunity, and that distinction is the whole point. Anyone promising 0 bans is lying to you, and the lie usually comes bundled with a cheap shared IP that makes the problem worse. If you want the clean IP leg handled properly, there is a free trial of Singapore Mobile Proxy, real SIMs that look like real people on Singtel, M1 and StarHub from my own farm. It is 1 leg of 3 and it is the one most people get wrong first. The link is in the description and it points to the homepage. Get the IP right, operate like a human, and your account stop giving the platform easy reasons to ban them. Subscribe because the next video shows you how to tell a real mobile proxy from a data center one wearing a mobile label. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.